Hello everyone. I'm going to be doing my winter perfume collection. I've done spring, summer, and autumn. I did autumn ages ago. Kind of regret doing it so early, but I did anyway. So I'm gonna do my winter perfume collection. The last time I had a lot of notes. Like, I actually added the notes to it. So this time I'm going to try and describe them as best as I possibly can, because right now my phone is charged and I can't actually use my phone to look up the notes of anything. But I will get started and I will say which ones I would keep and which ones I would use up or whatnot. But I do enjoy winter perfumes the most. So when it comes to decluttering, as I did slowly start to declutter my perfumes. When it comes spring and summer were the two that was easier. Autumn, winter, not so much. So yeah, the first perfume I have is this tiny roller ball, and this is by La Vanilla. This is pure vanilla, and this is like, I think it's a vegan company, but this is a perfume oil. It's not like a perfume, it's actually oil based, so it apparently sinks into your skin more and it lasts longer. But this does smell like pure vanilla. It's very sweet and warm, and it's a little bit sugary. It kind of smells like sticky brown sugar almost, you know, if you're cooking something or anything like that, you know how sometimes it sticks to the side of the pan and it starts to get very crispy and caramelized. That's what this smells like. Very sweet. It's very comforting as well, and this is one I'd wear in the wintertime after I come out of the shower, since it is a roller ball. But yeah, I can't remember where I got this from. I got this ages ago. But I do really like it and I would repurchase it. I did get another one from the same brand, the Vanilla Coconut. That one was really nice. I wore that one in the wintertime. Not winter, summer. I have another roller ball. This one is by Pacifica. This is called Island Vanilla. And this one, by the name, you'd think it was more summer. But to me, I wear it in the wintertime because it's very sweet. And sweet, like, there are some perfumes you can wear in the summertime that are sweet, but this is just too sweet. This is sickly sweet in the summertime, and it smells kind of like fruit, like a mishmash of fruit syrup. You know, if you buy the tins of fruit, like peaches and stuff, not the fruit but the syrup mixed with vanilla. That's what this smells like to me. But it's very, 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 very sweet. Very sweet. And it's very weak, I find. Even in the wintertime, even in the summertime, it's quite weak. I don't think I would repurchase this again because it is so weak, and with a perfume so sweet, you would think it would be a little bit heavier, but it's not. So that is the Pacifica Island Vanilla. Then I have this tiny one. I got an itchy nose. Blech. This is Fancy Nights by Jessica Simpson. I really like this one. I love the bottle. I love the color. The shade of the green is absolutely beautiful. This is a really, really dry perfume. It smells like vetiver, patchouli, sandalwood, musk, moss as well. It's very earthy and dry and has a tiny bit of vanilla. And when I mean vanilla, I mean natural vanilla. You know how natural vanilla smells quite powdery? To me anyway, it kind of smells like baby powder, like sweet baby powder, rather than, you know, the sweetened vanilla that we're used to, if that makes sense. It's kind of like there's two different kinds of vanilla, just like there's two different kinds of chocolate. There's a natural chocolate, which is really bitter, and then there's the treated chocolate, it's very sweet. It's like that. Natural vanilla smells a little bit more powdery, to me anyway. That's what this kind of smells like. A lot of people don't like this one out of the four that she... No, how many has she made? She's made Fancy Nights, Fancy Girl, Fancy Love, I Fancy You, I think. Fancy Love was nice. I didn't mind that. I used that one up. Never tried Fancy Girl before. I have I Fancy You. That was really lovely. And I have Fancy. I'll show you that in a minute. But yeah, this is Fancy Nights and I really like it. It's a very good perfume for people who don't like very feminine fragrances, or who would like a sweet perfume, like with a little bit of sweetness, and it's not niche. It's not, you're not gonna smell like everybody else. Because I do have a few perfumes that I will show you that smell like everybody else in the winter time. And I will show you, starting with, actually no, I will continue with my smaller ones first and then I'll upgrade them. Then I have this one. This is from the Body Shop. This is Choco Minion. I've had this for years, absolute years. I think this was like £8 for 30ml. I remember having the body butter and I would put the body butter on me and then I would come into my room and I would spray this on me and it smells like dark chocolate biscuits to me. You know how you can buy assortments of biscuits as gifts for Christmas? It smells like Fox's version. But you know how they have different boxes? So they have the milk chocolate, the white chocolate, the dark chocolate. Then they may have a fourth one where all of them are assorted. This one smells like just all dark chocolate to me. It's very biscuity. It smells like straight up biscuits, chocolate biscuits. It's still good. It still smells sweet. And I really enjoy it. It's very simple and it's very dry. Like you can really, like, you know, if you've ever smelled cocoa powder, you know, just out of the tin, you kind of get that dryness up your nose and it goes to the back of your throat. That's what it smells like. Moving on. Remember how I said I have some perfumes that everybody would wear at this time of the year? Britney Spears Fantasy. I have been wearing this for years. I haven't outgrown it yet. I mean, I might have outgrown it, you know, this year. I'm 23 now. Been wearing this since I was like 13, 14. Boom, nostalgia. It's why I love perfumes, because they bring back memories and stuff like that. But the bottle I don't really care for personally. But this is a very sweet perfume. It's, if I can remember correctly, the notes themselves, rather than me just guessing. White chocolate, cupcake accord, kiwi, I think there's lychee in there as well, vanilla, musk, all that stuff. It starts very, very sweet, and it starts to smell quite spicy near the end of it all, at least on my skin, which is a little bit more creative versus than it just being sweet all the way, because that's what you would expect from a celebrity perfume. A lot of celebrity perfumes are quite sweet because it's geared towards a certain group of people, you know. So I still really like it. I don't have that much left, if you can see, but I even, like, I remember some of my classmates even wear this as well. I do remember the original version of it though. Remember how this part here, these bands would have the green crystals around them. That version, whenever it first came out in 2004, was a lot sweeter. But then they kind of melted out a little bit. I wish they would have kept it that sweet, because I think that's what gave it a little bit of an edge. Because now everybody copies this, you know? The next one I have is the rocker Femme Fantasy. I don't like the bottle of this. I wish she would have made this completely black and had the crystals pink. I think it would have made it a little bit less tacky looking. It does kind of look, you know what it kind of looks like? You know whenever you hold a lighter up against something, like up against glass, and it just slowly starts to smolder and smoke? That's what it looks like. It literally looks like someone just, is this on? No. It looks like someone just went like that and like the bottle slowly started to turn brown. Not brown, sorry, black. That's what this looks like. But this is the opposite of Fantasy. It starts off very spicy but ends up sweet. It's a little bit more mature. So when it comes to, whenever I outgrow Fantasy, I'll still wear this because it's still quite mature smelling, because it's a little bit spicier. but I don't know what the notes are in this. There's a little bit more berry in there too. I personally really like it, but this smells like the opposite of Fantasy. It's just a little bit more spicy, and then the base is more sweet. Then I have this one. This one I think this is going to be the last year I have this one. If you hear noises, it's my cat Bruce. Well, kitten. He's still a kitten, but the other three are in my grandfather's room lying on his bed. Or in the kitchen. I'm not sure. Or in the bathroom. They do what the heck if they want. So, but this is Midnight Fantasy. This is the first Fantasy I ever purchased because it was purple and I liked the bottle. I was like 13 at the time. And I think this one will definitely be the last years I get this. Or if I do repurchase it again, it'll be in a smaller bottle. But this smells very juicy, very heavy, very syrupy. It smells kind of like plums and raspberries with a shit ton of sugar in it. That's what it smells like. It smells like whenever it really does smell like a berry coulis to me. With some like flowers in there, like orchid maybe. Because orchid's a very sweet flower. But it helps to balance things out. It's not really a flower that's noticeable, you know, unlike rose, where if you add rose to a perfume, you're obviously going to smell it. And it's quite musky too. And I remember at the very beginning of, when this came out, a lot of people said it smells like blueberries. And I do understand it does kind of smell like blueberry. It does look like a giant blueberry too, I will say. But this is very syrupy and heavy. I have got a lot of compliments on this one though, but I don't have enough left. I do like this bottle though a little bit better than the Fantasy and the Rocker Femme. It looks like a night sky. It's a very deep purple, and the crystals are a light blue, kind of look like little fireflies. Whoopsie daisies. Moving on to my favorite Fantasy ever, and Hidden Fantasy. I love this perfume. Oh, heck, I was freaking freezing. That was freezing. This one is red and the crystals are a light pink color. This one I adore. I bought a new bottle this last year and I was already halfway. And I only wear this in for one season. Keep that in mind. That's how much I love it. This reminds me of being at school, coming home from Belfast or wherever it was, really dark at night, and I just smelled this on my scarf while it's absolutely Baltic outside. Baltic is a Northern Irish slang term. It basically means when the weather's horrible outside, where it's really rainy and windy, cold, stormy weather as well. So if it's Baltic outside, that's what this reminds me of. It also reminds me of one of my ex, because she used to wear this a lot too, because of me. So I love being like, you know, getting people to wear perfumes. I love that. But this is a very spicy smell. It has it smells like cloves and orange. It smells a little bit like vanilla as well. It kind of reminds me of a Joker lollipop dipped in cloves. A Joker lollipop, by the way, is vanilla ice cream, and then the coating's like an orange ice lolly instead. That's what this reminds me of. It's more mature, and I love it, and I will constantly wear this one. This one's very grown up, and yeah, definitely would outgrow the first two, the Fantasy and Midnight Fantasy. I will definitely outgrow them eventually. Midnight Fantasy, I feel like I've already outgrown it. But the Rocker Femme in this one I still enjoy. When it comes to the other fantasies, I know she's got quite a few. Island Fantasy I've tried, don't care for it. it's water in a bottle. It's really does not have any staying power. And Circus Fantasy, I do enjoy that one still as well. I like how clean it smells. It's really, really lovely. The last Britney Spears perfume that I have is Curious in Control. I remember years ago I wanted this perfume so bad. Itchy back. And now that I have it, I never smell this one on me, even though other people smell it on me. It's the only perfume where I never can smell it on myself, but it's a very sweet smell. A lot of people have compared this to Victor North Bon Bon. I have smelled Bon Bon before, but I've never, you know, had one on one wrist and the other on the other wrist and everything like that. So this to me smells like a shit ton of fruit mixed with creme brulee. That's what it smells like. It just smells like someone cooked you for a creme brulee and just put a shit ton of fruit on top of it and said, here you go. That's what it smells like. It's very soft. It sticks to the skin very very well. So it's one of those perfumes where you need to be quite close to one another. It's quite an intimate perfume, I would say. So it's a very good perfume for a date night. It's a very good perfume if you're planning on doing something after that certain date, you know. It does get cold in the winter time. May as well warm yourself up. And the fact that it's called In Control is quite sexual. So, yeah, I do like this. Would I repurchase it? On the simple fact that I can't smell it on myself, no, because I want to be able to smell myself. I like that's the beauty of perfume. You want to be able to go, I smell nice, not everybody else. Like, obviously, if other people go, ooh, she smells good, that's nice too. But I want to be like, oh, I smell nice. You know, I smell good. So, this one and Manifesto Elixir are the two that I would not repurchase again. Even though I do like them, but it's just space and I need to be strict. So the next perfume I will show you is a celebrity one. This one is Fancy by Jessica Simpson. This was the very first thing I bought myself with the very first paycheck I ever received in my bank account. The exact same bottle and everything. I was 16. So, oh bless you, son. Are you sneezing, my son? Yeah, 7 years ago that was. Oh, son, he sneezed, my wee son. He sneezed, my little boy. But this is Fancy. So, whenever you first smell it in the bottle, it's a very heavy, liquid caramel smell. Really strong and rich and too much and cloying, and you know, whenever you eat caramel it kind of sticks in your teeth. Whenever you spray it on your skin, however, it really mellows out and starts to become very, very warm and lovely and very inviting. It's a very cozy smell. It's a very nice perfume to wear whenever you just come home from work or out in general and it's absolutely freezing outside and you come home, you turn the Christmas lights on and you spray this. It's really, really nice. It's lovely to wear with your pajamas and stuff like that. It's very cozy and very comforting. The word fancy I don't agree with because it doesn't smell fancy. It smells more cozy than anything else. So I would definitely repurchase this 100%. I still enjoy it a lot. But do not judge it by how it smells in the bottle. Definitely judge how it smells on your skin. So that is that one. But it does smell, it smells just like caramel, really. It's quite linear. It doesn't really smell like anything else, just caramel. It's kind of like Prada candy. You know how Prada candy is kind of like very linear and smells kind of like caramel. That one's more of a liquidy, warm caramel, while the Prada candy one, to me anyway, smells a little bit more like smoke, like a smoky caramel. The next perfume I will show you is this one. This one is Lolita Lempicka by Lolita Lempicka. It's almost gone, so you can tell I really like this perfume. And what I also really like about this perfume is that the actual stock itself is the sprayer. I thought whenever you first bought it that this was a lid and it came off, but it doesn't. This one is, it smells like baby powder mixed with licorice. It's really, really nice. It's very unique. It's very soft. I have like hair on my face. Meh. It's very soft, but it's also very grungy and gothy in a way. It's very strange. It's like you would wear a really pretty frilly dress, but then you'd rip it up and wear like spiky boots with it. It's one of those perfumes. It's very unique and I really enjoy it. As you can tell, it's almost finished. I would definitely repurchase this one again. I do find it a little bit difficult to spray sometimes because like the stock is so thin, like I have to like really push, but yeah, licorice and baby powder mixed together. That's what it smells like. It's really nice though. I really enjoy it. It's like the perfect Disney villain perfume. If a Disney villain smelled like anything, it would be that. You know what I mean? It's really weird. I personally really enjoy it. Next one I'm gonna show you is this one. This one is Dior Addict. I know there are two different versions of Dior. There's the original and then there's this one which is reformulated, and everybody went completely nuts because on Fragrantica or Fragrantica, don't know how to pronounce it, but a lot of people were really annoyed. I'm like, I've never smelled the original, so I can't say anything. This is a very vanilla heavy perfume. It's very glamorous. It's very backless dress, sleek backless dress with the hair up in a bun, with some diamonds here and there, but not too much because she's understated. It's a little bit balsamic, like a balsamic vanilla. Imagine like thick vanilla paste, like natural vanilla paste. That's what this smells like, mixed with a lot of amber and a lot of tonka. Tonka is definitely in this. That's just giving it the balsamic. Tonka is kind of like vanilla bean, but it's warmer. It's a lot warmer. It's like tonka with amber, and then you have amber on top of that, which makes it even warmer. This lasts a very long time. This one's better for nighttime. Well, even though wintertime, you know, a lot of evening perfumes go better in the winter because it does get warmer, it does get darker faster, and, you know, the cold weather accommodates the heavier fragrances better. But this is a very intimate perfume. It's not a perfume you wear with friends unless you want something. Friends with benefits. Watch, like, my friends, like, if they find out I'm wearing this around, they'll be like, I thought this was, you weren't supposed to wear this among friends. They'll take the piss out of me. So that's what they do, they take the piss. He's dreaming, if you wonder what I'm looking at. Remember previously when I said like basic white girl, basic girl perfume? Pink Sugar. I love this perfume so much. I've had this for years. It smells like sugar. It smells like licorice, strawberries, candy floss, sugar, and sugar. I don't know. I do like it. I'm not sure whether or not I will keep wearing this one in the future, even though I do still like it. Again, I don't know, because I'm getting older and I do want to wear a little bit more. I do want to wear more complex, sweet perfumes. Because finding a complex perfume that smells sweet is kind of hard, because they're all geared towards the younger people, like really young people. But this lasts a very, very long time. The licorice doesn't really last all that long in here, and it's kind of like Fancy, where it mellows out a little bit and starts smelling a little bit more natural, rather than a synthetic mess in a bottle. So, and the ribbons around it kind of remind me of ballet ribbons. So this is quite expensive too for the bottle. That's another reason why I'm kind of holding back getting it again. Next one I've got is Victor & Rolf Flowerbomb. I barely have any of this left. My grandmother got this for me years ago. This is my Christmas market perfume. Every year I go to the Christmas market in Belfast, in front of the City Hall. I always wear this every single time. I don't wear any other perfume. So it reminds me of Christmas market. I can see the crepe stand, I can see the burger stand with the boar and the kangaroo and all that. I can see the sausage, you know, the German where you get all the bratwurst. I can see the beer tent. I can, I can see the Dunkin' Donuts place. I can see the handmade soaps and the Northern Irish candies and all that stuff. I can see it. I can smell it. I can smell the Christmas market in this, even though the Christmas market, you know, does that make sense? You know, if you've ever been to the Christmas market and, well, no, you know what I mean, you know how you smell everything mixed together? I can smell that even though I'm smelling this. It's really, really weird. And again, I would always spray it on my scarf. Or if I'm not wearing a scarf, I would spray it a little bit in my hair, like a tiny bit, because there's alcohol, you don't want your hair to be damaged. No, this is really, really nice. This smells like patchouli, very, very patchouli heavy. It also kind of smells like tea. It's quite a refreshing, sweet smell. It has a little bit of rose in there too, which stops it from being Aqualina Pink Sugar or Fantasy by Britney Spears sweet, where it's very young. This is quite a grown-up smell, even though it's not as grown-up as Dior Addict would be. You know, if you still want to wear girly sweet perfumes, but you want it to be age appropriate, then this is a really, really good one, I personally think. And it lasts, that's the longest lasting perfume I own. It lasts for days, even after I shower and all that. It lasts, oh, what's this one? Okay, it lasts forever. The last celebrity perfume that I have is M by Mariah Carey. Again, I've had this for years. This smells like marshmallow. Like sticky marshmallow mixed with incense. And I know that because I burn incense like every single day. I burn incense. This smells like every incense you can think of mixed with sticky, ooey gooey marshmallow. It's lovely. It lasts a very long time. Again, this is more of a sweet perfume, but it's very grown up. It's not the stereotypical celebrity sweet either, which I appreciate. And it lasts a very long time too. So I really, really like this. I haven't worn this in a while though. So I do want to break this out again and see whether or not it's still, you know, whether I still like it or if I've grown out of it. I have a few left. The next one I have is this one, which I got on offer last year. This is Overdose by Diesel, and I know it's a different, I think this is like Red Kiss or something. It's not the original Overdose. The original Overdose is purple. This is obviously red, but this is on offer. And this smells like hazelnuts. Hazelnuts, chocolate, patchouli, mixed together. It's wonderful. It's really, really unique. It's really cool. I wore the shit out of this last year and the year before. No, have I got this for, have I had this for 2 years or one? But anyway, I worn the shit out of this, so it's really, really beautiful. It's really hard to describe. It's one of those perfumes where you have to spray it yourself to understand, but it is very nutty. It's a very hazelnut heavy perfume. So if you don't like hazelnuts or nutty perfumes, you're not going to enjoy this one in the slightest. In the slightest. Next I have YSL. This is, I know it, oh, damn it, what is this called? Manifesto Elixir. I knew it began with an M, but I know there's a regular Manifesto, and this is clear, and then the band is purple, but this is the Elixir version, so this is very heavy. This is a very vanilla heavy perfume, just like Dior Addict, but it's a lot more on the sweet side. It's a lot warmer. Easier to wear, I find, easier to pull off as well. And I got this ages ago when I was in Liverpool. Ages ago, this reminds me of that time. and I really enjoy it. It's really sweet. Very, very heavy on the vanilla. I love vanilla in perfumes, but this has a natural vanilla smell rather than the synthetic. It has a little bit of a muskiness to it, which I enjoy. And I do like the bottle too. The bottle's really, really pretty. Then I have this. Whoops, what fell? What fell? Oh, nothing fell. Okay, good. This is a perfume I got ages ago. I actually, well, not ages ago, I got this as a present. And I can't remember whether my grandmother got this for me for my birthday or for Christmas. I can't remember. I think this is Jimmy Choo's Elicit, if I am not mistaken. I think it, yeah, it's right there. Jimmy Choo Elicit. And I really like the bottle. It kind of looks like a skyline. But this one, I can't really smell it actually, to be honest. Spray it without spraying him, of course. Don't want to spray the baba. This is quite a sharp perfume. It starts off smelling really, really fruity. But then you get a hit with the fucking vanilla. It's really, really vanilla heavy. It's kind of similar to the Manifesto, but it's a lot fruitier. It's it's very strong on the fruit. So I do really like this one. Yeah, it does smell very similar to Manifesto now that I really smell it. Just with more fruit, that's all. And it's a little bit sharper, so maybe there's might be like green apple or something in there. Then I have this one. This one I love. This one is Deep Night by Ghost. This is a very masculine perfume, in my personal opinion. This one's a very vanilla heavy perfume as well. But it's masculine. It's very dry, very woody. Kind of smells like vines intertwined with each other that have dried out and died, mixed with vanilla. It's really interesting. If you like masculine perfumes, if you like unisex perfumes, I honestly believe that both can get away with this. Anybody can get away with this if you enjoy it. So this one's really lovely. It's very complex. I think this one would make a very good gift as well, personally. Yeah, you can really smell. It kind of smells, at first when you spray it, kind of smells like juicy berries, and then it dies and it smells like thorns or something, and moss mixed with vanilla. It's patchouli. It's really nice. Vetiver. Maybe like cedarwood or mahogany wood, like a dark wood, you know? And the last three perfumes are all from the same person. The first one is Angel by Teddy Mugler. I used to hate this perfume, now I really, really like it. It's a very strange perfume. It smells like, it's very patchouli heavy. I like patchouli, but this is patchouli explosion. It kind of has a very weird animalic body odor smell to it that I find that if you spray it in the air and then walk into it, you don't get it as much. So I would recommend you and then walk into it, because it's very, very, very heavy. It can give you a headache if you're not careful. It can give other people a headache around you if you're not careful. So I recommend walking into it, or literally one spray. just one, no more. But yes, it's kind of smells like honey as well. Patchouli, chocolate, honey, a little bit of sugar in there somewhere, or a sugared flower, like a sugared rose or something like that, rather than just straight up sugar. Yeah, I used to dislike it, now I really do. I really enjoy it. I think it's because I had then they had Angel Aqua Chic. I wore that one. That's really nice for springtime. It's quite light. and that got me used to it, I think, and that's why I like the original one now. Then I have Alien. If you remember, when it comes to Hidden Fantasy, my ex wore that because of me. Well, I wear this because of my ex. She used to wear Alien all the time, but I never really wore it because it was her perfume. Kind of like how one of my friends, she wears Beyonce Heat. Every time I meet her, all I smell is heat, right? And I love that perfume. I used to wear that perfume all the time in high school. Now, if I don't own that perfume anymore, I used up years ago, I would never be able to wear that again because that's her perfume. I associate that with her. You know what I mean? So I would kind of, if you, do you get what I mean? You know, I would just automatically think of her. It's weird, you know? But yeah, this is why I have a really tiny bottle. But Alien smells very warm. It's a white floral. It's a warm white floral. It smells like jasmine and amber. It's very. It doesn't have as many notes as Angel does. And out of the two, if I had to pick my favorite, it would be Alien because it's a lot simpler. It's easier to wear as well. It's not. You don't have to tiptoe around it. You can just spray it and go. Obviously, both are quite heavy, but with Angel, if you over spray Angel, you're gonna get a really bad headache. While with Alien, if you overdo it, you can still get away with it, if that makes any sense. But this is it's white floral, very, very warm. If you don't like white florals, don't even look in this direction. And the last perfume I have, which I personally really, really enjoy, this is also a Thierry Mugler perfume. Ooh, my accent there. I kind of hit it there. I almost got it. This is Muse. Kind of looks like a little pebble. Kind of looks like a little space pebble that you throw in Mars and skip across all the little pools. Even though Mars doesn't have any pools, but hey. This smells like Heels and Nuts, just like the Loverdose does. But it's a lot more subdued. It's a lot more sophisticated, in my personal opinion. I really enjoy this perfume. It's very heavy. You don't need to spray out an awful lot of it. That's what I really like about Thierry Mugler's fragrances, is because they are a little bit more expensive for when it comes to designer fragrances, but they do last a very long time. They're very strong and they're very unique too. Not everybody wears a Thierry Mugler, while when it comes to like other brands, they would. So this is Muse. I really like it. It's really, really great for younger people too, I find. But yes, this smells like Heels and Nuts. It's a little bit just straight up nutty, while the Loverdose one I showed you had hazelnuts and chocolate and stuff. That's just hazelnut to me. Maybe with a little bit of cream in there. That'll be a razzle dazzle. But yeah, that is all of my winter perfumes. I hope you enjoyed it. I will see you in my next one. Thank you for watching. Thank you for following. And yeah, bye everybody.